Hello everyone, I'm going to discuss the English board exam question paper of the year 2024. I'll be discussing the questions of section A, reading skills. Let us commence discussing the questions. This is a passage with regard to UNESCO that leads to celebration of World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development, highlighting only richness of the world's cultures, but the essential role of intercultural dialogue for achieving peace and sustainable development. It will be time consuming if I read the whole passage. I'll be discussing the questions right now. So this passage comprises of 7 paragraphs. I'll be discussing the answers one by one. Based on the reading and understanding of the above passage, list 2 points to describe the purpose of UNESCO leading to the celebration of World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development. So let's see what is the correct answer. The correct answer is to highlight richness of world's cultures to play essential role of intercultural dialogue for achieving peace and sustainable development. Second one, select the option that corresponds to the meaning of the following sentence from para. So you have to select the option that corresponds to the meaning of the following sentence from para 2. The recent international emergency has proved the intrinsic value of cultural and creative sector at generating social cohesion, educational resource of personal well-being in times of crisis. The correct answer is D, highlighting the real world of cultural and creative sector at generating social cohesion and educational resource during an international emergency. D is the correct answer. Third question, based on your reading of the passage, examine in about 40 words how sustainable development goals can be achieved. The third one is draw upon creative potential worlds, diverse cultures, engage in continuous dialogue to ensure that all members of society benefit from sustainable development. Now, the fourth question is, what is the tone of the writer in the given line from the paragraph? Rationalize your response in about 40 words. Cultural diversity is an asset. So, it is basically a positive, appreciative, optimistic statement that highlights, emphasizes on the advantages of cultural diversity rather than viewing it as a cause of undermining the situation. Cultural diversity is dispensable for poverty reduction, cultural diversity important for sustainable development. Now I'm going to discuss the fifth question. The phrase bridging the gap in para 4 refers to A. Widening the difference, connecting to disparate ideas, supporting the bridging, or filling in the space between two connected ideas. Well, the correct answer would be B. That would be, there is an error. The correct answer is connecting to desperate ideas. The spelling of desperate is incorrect, but it's absolutely fine. Now I'm going to discuss the sixth answer. In sets A to E below, identify the two sets of synonyms. Synonyms are basically similar words. Which are the two sets of synonyms? Is it richness and poverty, intellectual and moral, reduction and promotion, essential and intrinsic, urgent and crucial? So which is the correct answer? I am going to reveal the correct answer. It is C. D and E, essential and intrinsic, and urgent and crucial. So the correct options are C and D. Okay, sorry, the correct options are D and E. D will be essential and intrinsic, urgent, then comes D, urgent and crucial. So D and E, option C, is the correct answer. D and D are the correct options. Now, seventh one. Complete the sentence appropriately. The second committee of the UN General Assembly in 2015 adopted. What is the correct answer for this one? It adopted the resolution on cultural and sustainable development, affirming the culture's contribution to the three dimensions of sustainable development. Next, dash is complete the following sentence. This is the eighth question. Dash is urgent and necessary for peace, stability, and development. The correct answer is bridging the gap between culture. I have discussed the answers of the first passage. In the next video, I'll be discussing the answers of the second passage of the 2024 question paper. Thank you so much. I hope you have understood all the answers. It's a simple passage with regard to UNESCO. This passage comprises of uh, seven paragraphs. The seven paragraphs are not so challenging. The questions are also manageable. Thank you so much, and let's meet in the next video.